like you had bifocals on. You're like 3, 2, 3.
Uh,
5, 5, 5.
Girl.
Welcome back to Mama's House. I am Nikki Fuego Beach.
And I am YoYo, your favorite ho-ho, but not really though.
Yeah. I hope all y'all doing good, doing Gucci, having a great day, whatever day it is that you listen to this on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the Lord, whoever, girl.
Okay,
I hope you're enjoying
whoever.
it.
I'm living for that intro.
I just kind of black out on these.
Saturday. Okay. So we are well into Mama's House.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. It's like, it feels so comfortable, and it's just like,
Yep.
I'm living.
It's great being myself and like having people react to it positively for the first time in like a mass. Like I haven't really received any negative feedback at all from the podcast
same.
being launched, and that's not typical,
Right?
especially in 2021.
I about to say, except for the shady bitches on YouTube that like to hit the dislike button.
Okay, but we don't got to talk about YouTube.
I know, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
YouTube is where cancer culture originated from, so
it is true. But I want to call them out just a little bit because guess what, baby? We're still gonna post.
Yes, we are, Beach. Every motherfucking week.
Okay, multiple times a week, multiple times a day.
Right. Our TikTok audience know.
Okay, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, bitch.
And we got more content coming, so there's gonna be even more posted, Beach.
Oh, I'm excited. I actually filmed for this episode. I filmed to Get Ready With Me, so you guys can check that out on our TikTok. So we're gonna be talking about perfection today. And we think it's a really good topic to bring up because we just kind of jumped into Mama's House and we just started.
Yes, ma'am.
In the past, I think I can speak for both of us here, and just correct me if I'm wrong, Nikki. But in the past, we have both like waited to start things until we felt like we knew enough of the information, or had it all figured out, or had like all the resources or the people needed in order to start something. And you know where that left us? In the same spot. Like
nowhere.
Nowhere. Like we never advanced. We never were able to actually do it or get anywhere closer to the goal that we set.
Yep.
And it's all because of perfection.
Yep.
Trying to be perfect.
Yeah. And that little voice in the back of your head that emphasizes that perfection and stuff. It's like that little voice that tells you, oh, they're not going to like it unless it looks like this, or unless this is done, or unless you have the answer to that. And then you start having little arguments in your head with people about like how you're going to answer it. And then you just don't even want to go there. Yeah. You just get completely stunted. I think we talked a little bit about this on the music episode about why it took me so long to start music, is because of the confidence of that, of it not comparing to the rest of the music in the industry and stuff. And bitch, it don't compare because it ain't like the rest of the music in the industry. Okay,
it's not. Like, we are literally individuals for a reason. We all have our own little nuances and our own unique talents and things that make us us.
Yep.
And when you start comparing yourself or formulate your design off of somebody else's, it takes away your originality.
Last few years, I've realized like I just have a lot of negative people in my life. And I only know that because of the few very positive people I have. Because there's a difference. Like I'll approach some of my friends with an idea, and their first reaction isn't like, wow, that's amazing, or like, wow, that's so cool that you thought of that, or anything like that. It's like, what if it doesn't work? Or we don't know anything about that. Or like, you've never done that before. Like it's immediate like defeat instead of like immediate like building you up. And it's like, holy shit, why are people so quick to go the negative route? Like why aren't we quick to build people up instead of quick to tearing them down?
Yeah, I've never understood that either. You know, we just had that exact thing happen with the name we shall not say right now. But but randomly just goes like, well, what if it doesn't work? And it was like, why did your mind go there first?
Yep.
And it was like, we understand that everything is not perfect.
Right.
We know that like like everything is not going to be perfect. Like I'm figuring out my drag style right now. And every episode it gets better.
Right. And, yes, ma'am.
And that's part of the journey. Like, what if it doesn't work? The only way it will not work is if we give up.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you know, and that's not happening.
And there's really no fun in doing the same thing over and over and not having like different things happening. Like that's pretty a robotic system. For me, like the fun comes from making mistakes and learning and having objectives and challenges to overcome and problems to solve. Like I love solving problems, but a lot of people, like when they see a problem, they're completely stunted. And so if they're stunted, then everybody else around them should be stunted as well.
Exactly. And that's
why a feather flock together, Beach.
It is true. And that's why, like you were just saying, you got to be around people, and your environment has to be the type of environment that's going to make you thrive.
Yeah. Like, so what does that look like?
Well, okay, perfect. Because I've recently started doing that. And as you know, went through like a 2-year depression where I just like didn't talk to anybody except for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was just you.
And even then it was pretty surface. Like you didn't go too deep.
Yeah, it was like what I could give at that moment, but I could not give a lot to everybody.
Yeah.
During that time, I actually found out like who my true friends were, like the people who fell off, the people who were like, you're not really sad, you're not depressed, like get over it, come out. And I was like, that's not what I need right now.
Right.
Or whatever. Long story short, because of like getting rid of all of those people and seeing their true colors, I was able to build myself back up from a place of it was me and what I wanted. So now that I'm finally at a place where I'm ready to be social again and go back out and eventually start performing, bitches.
Yes, bitch.
I am looking for people who are either artistic. So you got to be somewhere in the arts because I align with that. With that energy, or you have to be really goal oriented, or or be doing something that is bigger than yourself. I can no longer be around people who are just like, oh, look at me, oh, look what I bought, oh, look what I have, oh, look what this. And it's like, girl, that is not your personality. Like, who are you beyond the things? Who are you beyond the shade? Who are you beyond the drama? That's the person I want to know, and that's the energy that I need to align with.
Yep. Agreed. 100%. So what does that look like on a day-to-day basis for you?
So if I'm around somebody who's negative, I speak in my truth now.
You really do. Like, especially this last year, I've noticed you've really like found your voice, which is amazing.
If it don't sit right with me, I'm saying it.
Yep.
And of course, I'm going to say it in a professional way, or I'm not professional. I'm not going to say it in a way that's going to hurt you. But like, if you're
educated, bitch.
I know, right? If you're going to come at me with like all negative things and I don't have the capacity to handle that, I'm literally just going to say that, hey, I would love to hear you like vent, but right now is just not the time. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
And if you're like, well, you need to do it, the blah, 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 I'm going to walk away.
Right. Because that's not what I need.
Yeah. Or if we're on the phone, I'm going to hang up.
Yeah.
And it's just that. So on a day-to-day basis, it's about being mindful. It's about always understanding what you need in every given moment in order to thrive. And if that's not being given to you, or if that's not what you're finding, then switch it up. Do something different so that you are fulfilling what you need in that moment.
Amen. Oh my God. We'll take us to church today.
Okay. What about you, Beach?
So for me, it's comparing myself to everybody translates everything that I do. And so my steps is always taken into consideration that whatever I'm making isn't for those people that I'm comparing it to, or even their audience that they make their stuff for. And I have to constantly remind myself that I'm not only making this music for me, but I'm making it for me and my friends. And if that's all that it goes to, that's all that matters. And not even just with music, but literally everything that I do, even with work. Like, I've had to detach because I can get so involved because I care so much about things that I do. And that's where the perfection comes from, is like caring so much.
Yep, I agree.
And I think it's because we like to, especially as a creative, we care a lot about what we do because it oftentimes comes from the deepest parts of our soul. And so it means a lot more to us than, I don't want to say the average person, but people who aren't artists won't understand that. You know what I mean? It doesn't resonate with them the same way. And so I feel like whenever you're giving up something like that so easily and so willingly, sometimes it can be really hard when it's not perfect, or when it's not your version of perfection, because an artist's version of perfection is completely different than a normal person's perfection. We both know that.
Yeah. And I mean, especially with an artist, perfection from an artist standpoint, there really should the word perfection shouldn't even be there.
Nope.
Because even like with me learning like music production, like, you know how I went into it. Like, I was like, okay, I need to learn all the technical aspects. I need to learn music theory. I need to learn exactly how chords are placed and what time signature and so on.
Which you did.
I did. But what happened was I started making music like a robot.
Yeah.
Yep. And robots don't make good music. Well, and maybe soon they will, but
right.
But robots for the most part don't make good music, and that's because music is a feeling.
Yep.
So I was so focused on being perfect going into music production that it literally pushed me back 10 steps.
Yep.
And then I went into it. I watched like one video, and the guy was like, the reason why everybody's music is so bad when they first start is because music is a feeling.
Yep.
And
1000%.
And he was like, close your eyes and listen to your track. And did it make you feel the way you wanted it to feel?
Yep.
And I started closing my eyes, and now my music is just evolving into
it totally is, dude. Like, compared to the stuff we were making, we were doing Takeover, and now is like night and day. And I even said that about the Fuego and Takeover.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the growth. That's what's supposed to happen.
That's the whole goal. Yep.
Yeah. Unless the goal is to make a cringy ass album, then But
And that's
yeah,
funny you
every
should
month
bring
is
that up, because
better.
that was one of the biggest motivators in me doing music. And I think I told you about this one time, was like to just do it and not care about anything that comes for afterwards, about um whether it's accepted or goes trending or goes viral or whatever. As
Right.
long as there's an emotion and a feeling with that, and you're putting your all in effort into it in complete authenticity, that's all that fucking matters.
It,
and
it does.
and the love's going to come from that and radiate outwards from that.
Oh, okay. Look at you. I'm about to say, who's giving the sermon
Right, we
now?
both preach it, bitch, because this has been
I
our
just said
life.
I just mix sermon and semen together. Who's giving the sermon to Let's get into instant gratification, because
Yes.
I think that a lot of perfection lies in that as well. Because like, like working out, for
Yep.
example, exercising,
Yeah.
there now you can just get a surgery, or you can just get like something taken off or something frozen
Right.
or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's that instant gratification. I want to be the way I want to look now.
Yep.
And I support people who do like plastic surgery and things like that. I have nothing
Sure.
against it,
Sure.
but I want to say, like, it's about perfection. It's like,
Yeah.
I can work on my body and get it to the way I want, or I can get it right now by scheduling an appointment with the doctor and then
Yep.
getting it done.
Yeah.
And I feel like that instant gratification really starts to fuck with you mentally.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, they're
we start,
changing their face with like a swipe of a button.
yeah. And I mean, I don't want to go too much into like that specific
Sure.
example,
Sure.
but like I want to shift it to Mama's House.
Yeah.
So instant gratification for Mama's House would be for us to start the podcast and have 4K quality.
Yep.
And have the perfect setup and the set
Studio
design that we want, and the audio and sound design that we want, and everything. And if we waited to do that, when would we have launched Mama's House, Nikki?
Years. That
Oh,
stuff is expensive, okay?
yeah. I mean, it's expensive and it takes time to
Yeah.
learn how to do it
Yep.
correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want the
Right.
journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's part of like I feel like doing things on your own is like a 101 version of going to college, like, because you just have to figure it out, and you're learning everything that you possibly can in such a short amount of time, because you want to start doing it now. And so I feel like that whole journey of learning is missed if you just skip right to the end, because you don't learn at the end. You don't learn once the makeup's on. You learn
Right.
as the makeup's being applied, and as, oh, I don't have enough layers, so I need to use more there, or whatever.
Okay, good analogy, bitch.
That came from the guides.
Okay. That's a really good, and I'm gonna have to use that one. Okay.
Yes.
Because it's true. You don't learn just straight at the end.
Yeah.
You learn up until the end, and then that end result is a collection of all the teachings that you've learned.
Yep.
Along the way.
Yeah.
And that's what we want Mama's House to be. Mama's House will forever evolve.
Yep. Absolutely.
It'll forever be evolving.
And you and I talk about this a lot too, whereas like practice makes perfect, to where like eventually like all these things like will be so perfect, and people who are joining us then can see the journey and see what it's like, and it'll inspire them to do whatever they want, because you don't have to start at like, I am horrible at this, especially like when you start getting adult money as a single individual person. You start thinking, oh, like I can do anything I want now, and it's like, holy shit, I can funnel all my money to this and blow this up. And it's like, yeah, but is that right? Is that really what you should do? I mean, you could save it and do it even bigger later down the road, or like whatever,
Right.
it's again, it goes back to that instant gratification growing up, where we
Mhm.
can literally get anything we want instantly. Food, jewelry, clothes, literally anything. We can talk to
And
people around the globe instantly.
yes.
Like we used to have to write letters and send that shit over horse and pigeons.
Which when I get a letter now, it is so much more impactful
So much
than
more
a text
impactful.
message and email.
Yeah. I
And
even get
even a
excited over
call.
bills in the mail.
Oh, girl. You know what?
I'm like, oh my God, mail. Oh, it's a bill.
Nikki,
Fuck.
get out, Nikki. I'm over here trying to figure out how I dodge Sally Mae, and you're over here waiting for their letters. The fuck?
Sally Mae's paid, girl. Hashtag lonely.
Okay, I'm like, girl, can we get a hashtag lonely across the screen? We literally, if I'm holding myself back, Nikki will say, no, do that,
Yeah.
or film that, or post that. And if Nikki is holding herself back, then I'm like, hello, girl, post it.
Yeah.
I was like,
except a little bit more rude, because that's how I have to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd be like, bitch, if you don't post that goddamn
Right,
post,
right.
if you don't push send, like, what is going on? Oh, I forgot to put this letter in there. If that nobody cares about that fucking letter,
Right.
Nikki.
Yeah. It's crackhead.
But But yeah, we just made sure that we had a support system within Mama's house, because we're building a community that supports each other's passion. So of course, Nikki and Yo-Yo are going to support each other.
Yep.
And because of trauma and because of our like wanting to be perfect and wanting things to go the certain way, we have to have that. You have to have somebody in your corner, or you have to have some sort of mechanism, coping mechanism, or strategy that you use that gets you over those humps.
Yep.
Because the obstacle will become the way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you all this right now. If you think you're going to have a smooth ride in anything that you do, quit now, because because baby, you are going to run into the most asinine issues that you could even think about. Like we had an issue with what like our cameras cutting back and forth between the zooms and making our bodies blurred out and the background's clear. Who would have thought that would have happened? So
Nobody.
by the way, everybody, episode 3, that's why it's just audio,
right?
But the beauty of it all is like, look at us now. The cameras look clear.
Yeah, we got backgrounds.
We got backgrounds. We're not I mean, Nikki's left arm or right arm is like,
I don't know what's going on. It's like phantoming.
I don't know, but
it's even got the most light.
But other than these like little things, like we are still able to push out content.
Yeah,
we are still able to speak our minds.
Right.
We're still able to heal the trauma.
Yeah.
And every time we do something that we normally wouldn't do, it makes us stronger and it makes us better.
Yeah.
And we realize that the consequences that we made up in our head are not anywhere near what we thought or imagined them to be.
And by embracing that power and truth, we are going to find others who are exactly like that.
So let's ask a question for our community and for anybody that's listening about perfection. Like, what is something that you want to learn or that you want to get over, or something that's related to perfection that you can get some answers from other people?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask, is like, what is something that you have always wanted to do, but never had the courage to do it because of it
blank,
not wanting to be perfect, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I would say because of blank, and then fill in the blank.
Yeah, let us know.
And then for me, it's, what is one trait about yourself that was related to perfection that you finally realized was toxic to your growth?
Ooh, good one.
Yeah. And what did you
do? That toxicology report.
Okay. And what did you do to get over it? Is it still something you're working on today? Is it something that you have to be mindful of? Or was it something that you just were like, I'm not doing that anymore because it doesn't help me at all?
Yeah.
You can let us know your answers in multiple ways. You can hit us up on any social media platform. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. What else are we on? Facebook.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Twitter.
Right? Yeah. Oh, and Twitter. Yeah. So we have 5 platforms, bitch. Or you can text us at 323-968-6558. Girl.
Should keep looking at it.
I can't see it. My lashes in the way.
I know. I knew it was lashes. I was like, that's me looking at the lashes too.
Okay, hold on, wait. All right, everybody. Once again, that's 323-968-6558. Text us, bitch.
Yes, bitch.
Oh, that was a cute little segment.
Yeah. Come on,
I
with
like
perfection.
I honestly like.
It was easy.
It was. We're still recording, by the way, because we got to do our outro. But honestly, my final thoughts are: I'm no longer striving for perfection. I'm just striving for growth.
Amen.
Period.
Amen. And experience, man.
Yeah, that's growth.
I think of it like a video game, man. You XP and you level it up. I'm trying to get to level 99, bitch.
Okay. Yes. And we're going to get to 99 and beyond.
Oh, yes, bitch. 99.
Like, baby. Okay. If you are into music production, you're a producer, an instrumentalist, a vocalist, if you do anything with game design, app development, or anything, we
creative
are
arts.
looking, anything creative, even culinary arts, because I got a little project that I want to start working on.
Okay.
But if there's anybody out there that's listening to this is a call. Like, we would love to just talk with you and see what you do and possibly interview you or put you on an episode of Mama's House, because we're looking to build our community, and we're looking to build our community in ways that we support each other, and that means from content, engagement, even lucrative opportunities. So if you're out there and you have a talent and you just want to connect, like, please do hit us up.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Come on, build that community brick by brick.
Yes, Hanny. All right. Well, that's it for episode 5 of Mama's House.
Yes, come on, cocking them out. Cocking them out.
Okay. Cocking them out.
I meant kicking them out.
We out here.
Well, you know what's on the
them out.
mind.
Okay. Cock.
We go cock.
Cocker spaniels, everybody.
Right. Yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Or get it in the gutter.
All the way in.
So let us know what you think of this new format, like
Yes.
quicker episodes. We're talking about one topic at a time, and yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, how's the tea? What's it taste like?
And let us know your thoughts on perfection. Are you a perfect ass bitch? Are you just out here living your best life? Let us know.
I ain't no perfect bitch.
Girl, I ain't nowhere near. All right, everybody. I am Yo-Yo, your favorite ho-ho, but not really, though.
And I am a Nikki Fuego.
And this was what, bitch?
Mama's House.
Mama's House.
Yes.
Make sure you guys download the podcast, save them, follow us on all of our socials, and leave comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about, or if you want to talk about any type. I don't know what I'm saying there. Bitch, let us know.
If there's a topic you want to hear about, let us know. If you want to come on the podcast, let us know. If you like the podcast, let us know. If you don't like the podcast, don't let us know.
Oh, I'm about to say let us know so we can read you.
That works. That works.
All right, bitches. Bye.
Bye.
Yo.
Yes.